ready to go. Another ride along with goggles. The K100 again, Pinga's trailer, 72,750 pound road grader on the back. Sounds a little heavy for a grader, but I guess they make them that big. Let's do this. Noisy here at the old sawmill. I came up the road this way, and a little further along here there's a truck in some distress. He dumped his trailer over the side of the hill. We'll see if that's cleared up yet or not. And no, they're still picking up the mess. Poor guy's logging trailers down there, and he's up here, and boss isn't happy. I'll watch what we're doing here. We'll be in the same boat. Didn't intend to do another job right away with this trailer on video, but I'd left the truck there and I was out, fooling around in other profiles with other trucks, and I went back to this one and just thought, well, I'll have a look and see what's here, and we might have a trip through the Redwood, the mighty Redwoods in California here, so let's just see if that pans out. Whatever it is, we're going to Coos Bat Oregon along the coast, and it's a nice trip, so jump in the cab here so I can see what the navigator says. Yeah, we're going left. Put those windows down for a little bit. Cut down on the glare. Get those windows up so we can hear. Yeah, so we're entering California here. There's a agricultural inspection station here. Well, that was quick. Uh-oh. The cars coming out of these things, when they're coming out with you, or they cut you no slack. You gotta really watch out for them. Well, deadly AI. Yeah, let's see what we get here on this road. I think it's going to be pretty scenic. Oh, you know what? The sun's going to go down on us again. I forgot to disable time zones. Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, hopefully we can see some of the redwoods. Here. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna stop recording. Okay, I went in and disabled time zones. Now we've got daylight again for this beautiful trip, so of course we picked up somebody right behind us when we stopped. That's a little extra noise as we hear his truck back there. Yeah, we're getting into the redwoods here. You can see the size of these trees. It's pretty brief, so enjoy it while we see it, because this game, of course, is very highly reduced scale. So I'll have a good look here. We'll be through this very soon. That's pretty neat. That's about it right there, I think, for the big trees. Jump back inside for a bit here. Wow, look at that hiccup. Crazy. It'd be nice when they get this game on DX12. You know, hopefully that makes an improvement to the overall gameplay. Here we go, the Oregon Coast Road.
After 50 yards, turn right. Turn right. Yards, turn right.
So this is going to be a pretty short video, so maybe I'll have to
turn right.
Tack onto the end of it the little demonstration of how you configure this truck for this Easter egg long chassis. That would make an interesting little appendum to the video. Pacific Ocean. Oh, what I'm doing here. I think we get a few other points where you can see the ocean. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, there's gear right around there somewhere. Yeah, I know. Gotta move on.
Go straight.
Yeah, pretty scenic. The road between is it Santa Maria and Santa Cruz is really awesome. It's not many loads there, but I think I got a plan what it might do. This truck, or maybe a short wheelbase of this truck and a triple refrigerator trailer, and see if I can't get a load out of Santa Cruz going south along the coast highway in California. That's pretty epic. It's nothing but corners. And you know, lots of views of the ocean. Looks like a left turn coming up. And that guy has the same idea.
Keep left. After 50 yards, turn left.
Wait a minute, 50 yards, oh, okay.
Turn left.
Like the site that we're going to down here, if I'm not mistaken, it's a bit of a tight one. It's a fairly narrow road we have to turn in off of, and yeah, we'll see how we get on with this trailer.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Yeah, this is the one. There's nobody coming the other way, so let's...
Turn right.
Nobody back there?
You have reached your destination.
Oh, that's easy enough, straight ahead. Just got to drag this thing through the gate. And looks like we're going to get that done. Yep. Get enough of the trailer in there. Yep, awesome. Well, that's that. So we got to go through the Redwood forest and see everything that was going on there. It's a nice little adventure, and we'll try and append onto the end of this video a little show and tell on how we get this extended chassis on this truck. Typically, the front axle, the rear axles would be where those stairs are. So this is a fairly nice frame extension on this. So I'll show you how to do it if you didn't know. If you already knew, well, you won't find that too entertaining. But anyway, cheers and thanks for watching. I'll see you later. All right, here we go. The much anticipated, long awaited video I've been teasing on how to get that extended chassis on the Overfloater K100E. And we'll just jump right into it. The first thing we're going to do is show you how to get the, if you don't already know, the forward front axle version of the truck. So, and I didn't know about this, maybe I'm just way behind the times than you did, but there's two versions of the truck. So when you load the Overfloater K100E from the workshop, you get, it's like one mod, but within that mod are two distinct trucks. And I wasn't aware of that. And all of the skins I'd made up to date, until this past week, were for the rear set axle. And I didn't even really realize there was a forward set, front axle forward version of it. So let's just jump in, and in case you're in the same predicament, I won't belabor this, I'll just go about it very quickly. But when you go into the truck in the mod dealer, you see all of these different options for the truck, obviously. The blue one has the forward front axle. As you can see, the ladder is swept forward, and there's very little gap between the tire and the bumper. Whereas on the other trucks, it's obvious to see. You can look at them and see the ladder is more straight down, and there's a gap, a space between the front of the tire and the bumper. So these take two different skins. So the skins aren't interchangeable between the trucks. So all of the skins I've done to date, like I say, except within the last week or so, have been for the setback axle. And I'm just I'm going to catch up and try and get some more done for this truck. And speaking of this truck, we're going to use it as our example on how to get this extended chassis. Because, I mean, this is as good as it gets right here in terms of the chassis for this thing. The other option with a 6x4 is really short. And so this is the current long chassis. It's not terrible, but it doesn't have that cool look. And the whole deal with the long chassis, it gets ridiculous at a point. But in real life, a longer chassis rides better. Is your, if you look at the short chassis, you're barreling down the highway, and you hit a bump here. These axles are reacting to the bump just a moment later, and it pitches the truck. So the front goes up and then down, the back goes up and down in rapid succession, and it makes the truck do a pitching motion. It's uncomfortable, and it can get to you after a while if you're on a road that has, upheavals at the expansion joints or whatever. If it's, repetitive and over, it can be troubling. And with a cab over, you're up at the front here, and you're getting pitched back and forth with that motion. And so the longer wheelbase is nice. In a conventional, you're in the middle, more in the middle of the pitching motion, and it's not quite as noticeable. So these short wheelbase cab overs can be a real bugger on the road. So without further ado, let's get on. We'll get on with it. So the first thing you need to do is you have to go to the interior accessories, and you see you've got a GPS here. GPS, I guess that's R_R for right. Over here, GPS_L for left. Click that one, select the OF navigator, and we don't need to leave this here. We can come take it out later, but for now, we need that selected. Go to paint job, and before we click that, there was no color gray here. Now there is. That gray suddenly appeared because we clicked that top left navigator. We click on gray, truck gets painted gray, nothing changes, except you gotta go back in here, in this interior accessories, steering wheel. We scroll down, now we've got a Volvo steering wheel, and that's ugly in this truck. But you have to select it, and don't worry, it doesn't stay. Now we can go back to paint, and above gray, you see Clown Car 3000. And that's our chassis. And there you are. Just a few simple steps, and once you do them a few times, you'll remember it. It's not hard to remember. And there's that the chassis we want. Now, I'm going to show you what happens when you change the cab to your modification. So we don't have any mods on this one, so we'll go grab a truck that's already configured and show you what happens when you move around between the options, because it'll freak you out the first time you see it happen to you, but don't despair, you don't lose everything. I'm going to take this long cab version. Looks good, eh? That extended chassis. That's just about perfect. Like that would be a nice truck on the road. Let's get on with it here. So we've got all our visor, our headlights, our cabin lights, our horns, grill, bumper, things the way we want it. We got the right wheels on it in our, that we've configured and we're happy. And we want to change it. Oh, darn, I didn't want that long cab. Let's go to the short cab. So let's do that. Oh, we get a warning. It's going to take away that chassis. Never fear. Let's do it. Yeah, we got stubby Bob. And we notice our exhaust system and our intake changed, but nothing else. Everything else is still there. So it's not all lost. And we happen to have the paint job is available for both cabs. And that's why the paint job didn't change. If that was a long cab only paint job, you would have lost your paint job. But in this case, and in the skin description on Steam, it says it works on both. So now we want to get our chassis back. So we go back here and gray is gone. Back in here, GPS is gone. Select it. Back to paint. Gray's back. Select it. Back here. Back again to the steering wheel. Volvo. Paint. Above gray is our Clown Car 3000. Now we can go back in and put our paint back on it. There's our paint job. And all we lost was the exhaust, which is no biggie. Like we can jump in there and put that all back on in a heartbeat. You put the, generally have the tall exhaust for cattle liners and things that you want to get the exhaust up above the cattle. And heavy haul, I like the 7-inch short. For the heavy haul, it just dumps it over the side spoilers. And this is an option, obviously, here. Right here is selected. Aero kit. The rubber extension is right there. That's a good look for heavy haul. And yeah, it's all a matter of preference too. I mean, it's a game. You're not asphyxiating cattle in the game. Although if you want a little realism, the cattle hauler, you'd want a taller pipe. And things run so clean nowadays, you're not blowing a big black stain down the side of the trailers anymore, like I did in the old days. So I hope you got something out of that and got a handle on how to find the extended chassis. And also be aware that you have this option for the forward front axle. And we're going to wrap that there. So with any luck, you found that informative and can use it and enjoy it in the future. Take care, guys. Bye for now.